years of rock and roll.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I am your host, the amazing Super Chris Mallard. Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully, we'll be able to get through the entire show today without the internet going down. It hasn't been playing funny with me today, so we'll see. Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday. Ryan is running a little behind. She'll be here in just a few minutes. That's what the lies she tells in the chat anyway. So she should be here in a minute. We're gonna have some fun. You know, we're probably. The topic is about like heaven and terms and conditions and all that, blah, blah, blah. We'll probably end up talking mostly about what's going on in the political world, maybe because of the things that are going on. But it's going to be fun. We'll see. We'll be back in a minute. In homage to the Trader-in-Chief, today's world is confusing, and there's too much information for one person to make sense of it all. Which credit card should I pay off first? Is non-fat milk good for me? Who should I vote for? Let's face it, if you can't figure out high-interest milk, then how can you be expected to make political decisions that influence a country of over 325 million people? Well, that's why there's fascism. Fascism is the political, social, and economic system for today's world. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines fascism as a political philosophy, movement, or regime that exalts a nation, and often race, above the individual, and that stands for a centralized autocratic government headed by a dictatorial leader, severe economic and social regimentation, and forcible suppression of the opposition. Choose this ideology and life will be easy. Did you ever look at someone who uses really big words and think, I wish those libs would just disappear? Well, under fascism, your dreams can come true. Under fascism, you won't have to worry about the pesky little things like brown people or atheists, or who in your country is entitled to basic human rights and who is not. Hint, hint, the answer is nobody. Yes, friends, this truly is the final solution you've been looking for. And if you're concerned if this form of authoritarianism will be up to your high standards, don't worry. American fascism will be the best fascism in the world because it's been endorsed by Jesus. So go out and destroy freedom and democracy by getting fascism today. Paid for by the Fascio-Conservative Party, formerly known as the GOP. Good morning. Okay, we are back, and I have got, look who I've got here with me. I've got Ryan Kultastic.
Oh my gosh, it's me. Good morning.
It's you. Good morning. How's it going today?
Oh, it's going.
Is it?
No, it's going okay. It's going fine. I just had a fun day yesterday.
Oh, did you want to tell us about your fun day yesterday?
Okay, I just have a question. Why is it that people cannot keep their dog on a leash? Why is it so hard? Why is that so difficult? And I understand there's some dogs like who won't leave their yard or they have the fences and whatnot, but it seems like on a regular basis when I'm walking Pickles, good morning guys, that I will have a dog come running at us. And then I panic because Pickles is big. I don't know exactly how she'll behave. I mean, she's not aggressive, but I don't know what that dog will do, which would in turn stoke her to possibly do something. So, so yesterday I'm walking Pickles and this little, I don't know, maybe the size of Ollie, I should say, maybe a little bit bigger. So it's not like a big dog. I'm not worried about, again, what would happen to Pickle per se, but what could happen to this little dog? And I'm screaming and I'm, I yank her and because she has like the collar that will, like the plastic. And so it just digs in a little bit. So she'll sit. And so I'm telling her to sit and I'm screaming, go away. No. And I mean, I'm screaming loud. If you all ever heard me scream, you'd know how loud it is. Yeah. And the guy, okay, so I look over and I see the guy standing there and he comes walking out like this. What a lovely day. He could have whistled while he was freaking walking because he was just breezing on over as I'm like screaming, trying to make sure this dog doesn't get near to my dog. Come here, Fluffy. Come here. You want to grab your dog? Like, do you want to get your dog now instead of like, oh, come here, little guy. Grab the fucking dog. Just grab the fucking dog. And then didn't say anything to me. Didn't ask if I was okay, if anything happened to his dog, to my dog. Nothing. Just grabbed the dog, walked away.
I wonder how he votes.
Oh, I can probably,
guessing.
yeah, I'm just guessing on how he votes. I'm
you know,
sorry that was such a long spiel, but it happens so often. The last time, twice Pickles has gotten bitten on her tail by smaller dogs. Because smaller dogs are sometimes little assholes. They're little, Hitlers. They want to attack. They want to attack everything they see. Yeah, seriously. And poor Pickles, like, no wonder I don't know how she'll react because she's gotten bitten twice.
Well, maybe because Pickles needs to like girl up and defend herself. So you should show her a mirror and go, look, girl, you are a pit bull. You're a pity.
You can do this.
Yes, you've got like the bite force of a fucking alligator. You can do this.
You have it. Oh man. And I would just feel so bad if that happened. I don't want nothing to happen to somebody else's dog. I don't want people in my neighborhood to think my dog is, because that's how they'll see it. Regardless if that dog was the one running loose, it'll be Pickles' fault or, my fault, whatever.
Of course. Well, you're the female. You're going to catch the blame no matter what. Yeah.
Well, the last time I think I told you I punted a dog.
Did you punt the dog? Okay, you had to. Yeah, because it was going after Pickles.
And this was a bigger dog. So,
Yeah.
I just didn't want the dog to get, I just didn't know.
I don't get it. I don't get it why they do that. I don't know. I like my dog.
It happens. I get it. Dogs get out. It happens. I understand that. But at least react. At least react when you're outside, you're hearing me scream, you're watching your dog coming at us. Move. Act like you care. Anyway.
All right. Yep. It's always been beyond me how you have people. But there's some people who, like us, our dogs are our family. There are other people who the dog is just a creature that stays out in the backyard. They pet it every now and then. They feed it,
Right.
It's got the sentience of a bird or a fish or, there's no more to that dog than,
Yeah.
I really wish more people recognized the person that there is behind the eyes of a dog and a cow. Cows are dogs too. So good morning, everyone. Adrian, what's that? Dogs are people. That's right.
Dogs are good people.
Cows are just big dogs. That's what I
get.
Yeah. Big as far as personality wise. Randall Flagg is here. Equus is here. Left-handed Jedi. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. Adrian Belgrave. Good morning. Trina, I believe Trina was in the chat earlier. I hope you're doing good. Hope everything's going okay in your world. Trina says little ankle biters scare me more than the large ones. Outside of having an aggressive, angry pit bull coming at me at this moment, like if two dogs just sitting over there, I would be more concerned about the blue dog. If there was a blue dog, like a blue heeler, the blue dogs, like the hunting dogs, they usually cut the tails off on them. They're not quiet. Blue heeler kind of dog. I've been bitten more by those creatures than any other dog. Yeah. So,
and I wonder again if that's like a owner problem too,
I was thinking that in that case. Yeah.
Wonder. Because sometimes owners just, man, I'm not going to say who, actually, I'm not going to say who, but somebody who let her kids like treat the dog like shit. And so I always corrected it when I was there. I don't care. I don't correct people's kids, but I wouldn't let that shit go down. Like, I don't like that. Like, you don't let kids pull, push, kick on dogs. Like, that's just, you're asking for something bad to happen one day. And then it will be the dog's fault, right? Like, it's going to be the dog's fault that something happens, that they trip.
True. One of two things will happen, really. One is that the kid will be learning that it's okay to hurt other animals without repercussions. And one day he may get his face eaten off. It could go either way. Maybe it's a really patient, really good dog, and he just abuses the shit out of it, and he never bites him. Well, he grows up with the lesson, and not the right lesson, I think. But it's his parents that ought to be correcting the child.
Yeah. I mean, I get you're gonna play with the dog. I even hurt Pickle sometimes when I play with her. It's not intent, and she knows it's not intentional, but just gripping it up to grip it up is just not cool.
Yeah. The evil one plays with the dogs every night when she gets home from work. When she gets home from work, she drops her stuff down, and I'm usually getting food ready or whatever, and she'll be in the living room chasing the dogs around, chasing Jack, chasing Ollie. Yeah, every
They
night.
must love it when mommy comes home.
They do.
I
I do too. I
was gonna say, I bet you do too.
I enjoy watching it. It's like a cute, wonderful moment. One of those, I don't know, moments you'll think back on and go, man, I lived through that.
Mm-hmm.
I got to experience that, So.
Do you record it sometimes?
No, I don't. She finds it weird when I sneak up on her with a camera.
She's asked me not to. She's asked me not to film her anymore.
At this point, she records we used to record the dogs playing and stuff, and every now and then, if they really get a hallmark moment, thank you, Right-Handed Jedi, Right-Handed Sith, but we used to record the dogs every time they did something cute, and again, we still will, especially with Ollie, because he's newer to the family. We don't have as much video of him, but now we've gotten now we got plenty of footage of those dogs.
Yeah, I get it. It's almost like your kids sometimes. By the third one, you don't have as many. No, I'm just kidding. That's not necessarily.
Thank you for gifting the memberships, Left-Handed Jedi. I very much appreciate you. Thank you for that. Yes, Brojo's 420's Cafe is here. Good morning. That's a cool name. I don't recognize the name. Welcome to the damnation, fellow burner, if you're a fellow burner. And again, Equus has become a member thanks to Left-Handed Jedi. Much appreciated. There'll be a couple of more dings as we go along, but we appreciate it. Thank you. Man, that's wonderful. You guys are fantastic.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
I have to be honest, Left-Handed Jedi was the very first person I ever saw give away a membership. When I came back to doing the YouTube channel this time of a year and a half ago now, something like that. I had no idea. And then I think I was watching Maya's stream, and Left-Handed Jedi was in there, and he gifted some memberships. Like, what the hell? That is pretty cool. Like, dude needs to come over to my channel, and he did. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. But yeah, he was the very first person I ever saw give away memberships. That was cool.
And good people got it. Equus, Detroit Atheist Queen, Neurogeezer. But I don't know who will use it. Is it still waiting to hit him out? I only see 3.
Maybe. Let's see here.
Or it could be because I don't have it on the live chat. Maybe it didn't show it.
Let me look on the thingy here, maybe. No, on my side, it just says I don't see it right here.
Oh, Ember. That's right. Okay, Ember. Oh, and Right-Handed Sith. Okay, my bad. I don't know why it didn't show it because I was on the wrong thing. Okay.
Ember says, Chris, did you know YouTube gives creators the ability to give a few memberships every month? I did not. Don't tell the wife because she pays $10 a month to be a member.
She supports the channel.
She supports the channel. I did not know that. I need to look into that because I've wanted to do that. I wanted to be able to give away, some memberships.
I did not know that either. I don't look in my back end enough. Oh, that sounded weird. I don't look at the back end of my YouTube. I don't have enough. I don't have a big enough mirror here. I've got those squares and I have to put 6 together back to back. There you go. Anyway, I don't check those numbers and those features out often enough. I have to look for that now. Thanks, Ember.
Yeah. But in the studio, there's new things coming in the studio. That's true. Caboose is loose. That's cool. So I'll have to check into that. Thank you for letting me know. I thought I did look into it once. I'm supremely confident I did. I didn't find anything or something. I don't remember. But anyway, it's good to know. It's good to know.
Mm-hmm. I learn a lot from people in the audience about random stuff too.
Yeah.
Like just the most random things. Like I know now.
That's true. There's a lot of my buns are burning. Oh, I got a little heater in the room here. It works really well. What was I talking about before my ass lit on fire?
Learning things from people in the audience.
Oh, yeah. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. Of course, I want to say I've remembered a lot. I've learned a lot, not just from the people in the audience, just from our conversations. We're like, oh shit, well, let's go look. And we go look for something,
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say that I have a fantastic ability to thusly forget those things. And it's fantastic because later on I can learn them all over again.
I do the same thing. I do the same thing. Like you'll ask me a question, I'll say, no, I don't know. And then you'll tell me like, oh, that's right. I did know that. But I forgot that I knew it.
You forgot that. That's right. Now let me go learn that again. Good morning, Dave Murphy. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you're having a great week so far. Rational Poet Jackie is here. Thank you for joining us, Rational Poet Jackie. Thank you for being here this morning.
Hello.
And Empirical Princess Berta. I think I said that right. Oh, best viewers, streamboo.com. Very cool. I'm going to run, not walk, over to streamboo.com later and get those best viewers. Don't tell my viewers now, though, because they'll be sad that I'm going to get better viewers.
Are they sexy viewers? Like what kind of
I don't know.
Intelligent, maybe. Good conversationalists.
Good,
Can we
yes.
come out? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
The numbers drop 33, 32, 31.
Everybody leaves. Okay.
So I hope everybody's having a great week. It has been powerfully stressful for a lot of people over the past 8 months. Mm-hmm. I guess 9 months or so since Herr Trump got into office. And he's done so many things to destroy our country. What he did to the East Wing, I said West Wing once because I misread somewhere that it was the West Wing whenever it's first going down, but it's the East Wing. He is that is representative of what he has done to this country. Just completely destroyed it. And we've been waiting on some things. No regard. Have you noticed that even more stuff came out about the Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, and I haven't even been able to see it all. I've been trying. I've been trying to get caught up, but there's so many emails and like little loose ends and whatnot.
It's all over the place. You cannot swing a dead cat now. I mean, MAGA can't not know. And then Donald Trump comes out and don't let the Democrats distract you with the Epstein stuff. That really, that's a distraction. That's not a distraction. And so now they have, butter emails. Thank you, Ember. Thank you. But now the government is back in session. The lady was sworn in yesterday. And now they're going to vote on whether or not to release the Epstein files, my understanding.
Right.
Because they have enough people to get the vote passed. However, Donald Trump and his crew have been pressuring Boebert, something fierce, to not release those files. My understanding is, even had her in the White House, called her to the White House with Donald Trump and his entire flock of sycophants, going at her, trying to press Lauren Boebert into not voting to release the Epstein files. I have to say, she better not cave. First of all, she better not cave. And second, if she doesn't cave, I really have to take my hat off to her, because
indeed,
she's got the world in her fucking hands. She's got he's got to have billions and billions of dollars right now, and she has got his testicles in her hand right now. They ask, is she going to stand up because the world has seen her say this is not right and we need to expose this, or is she going to cave? Now, I see some wonderful chat. I hope it's true in the thing. Chemical Squirrel says, y'all never trust what Chemical Squirrel said. No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Chemical Squirrel says, I heard 8 additional Republicans flipped and joined to release. I hadn't heard that yet. I had my head in the sand all day yesterday. Wasn't paying no attention. Me and the wife caught glimpses of it last night, so I got a lot to catch up on. But that's my understanding. Yeah, what?
I wouldn't be surprised, because there's such a big public outcry that there's a possibility that some Republicans have flipped. They probably aren't going to be talking about it, putting it out there.
Not until after the vote. But so what happens? What happens if they vote to release it and all this hideous stuff comes out with Donald Trump? We know it's there. I mean, he's going to deny. We know that. And there's going to be maggots that are going to believe anything he says.
Yeah. And his little blonde bombshell has already been spinning it. She's so good at that.
Pam Bondi.
But yeah, no, the press secretary one.
Oh yes, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. I know
why all of a sudden there's her name? Anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah. But she's so young. I think she's in her late 20s, and she is so good at lying. All those emails prove is that Donald Trump did nothing wrong. Yeah. What they prove is that he was far more enamored and involved in this whole, I don't know, whatever it was, this scandal, this circle of reconnaissance for Mossad, for whatever. He was far more involved than he was telling us. That's what we know.
Very true.
They had the DOJ and FBI do a whole freaking like a spreadsheet of how many times his name appeared. Why would you do that?
Right. And and also I want to say it's not how many times alone. That is a valuable number, of course. True. It's also in the context of, it wasn't Donald Trump going, "Hey, you're a bad man, you need to stop." It was Donald Trump and them talking about whatever I've said for quite the while. Allegedly, I believe allegedly that thank you, Ryan, for that, that Donald Trump was actually part of the child trafficking ring that was with Epstein. He helped Epstein. He was part of the ring. He was not an outsider, just a customer. He was facilitating the trafficking of children. Donald Trump was facilitating the trafficking of children through Mar-a-Lago. The same Mar-a-Lago where my understanding is the Resolute desk now resides, because the fucker stole it. I could be wrong. That may be wrong.
Did he?
That would not. Glimpse of that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that tracks.
I heard like a while back that he had taken it, and then I heard that was misinformation, and then I heard recently that he had indeed taken it. So you never know. Wouldn't surprise me, right? Remember he went to the people who won the World Soccer Championship and took their fucking trophy. What the hell?
He took all those documents. The first go round, he had all those documents. I think it was at Mar-a-Lago, weren't they found? Just boxes.
Yeah, they were found. Yeah, in a bathroom. Yep.
He just takes what he wants. If he wants it, he takes it, and he has basically said that he can do what he wants, and nobody does anything about it.
Yep.
He's not wrong.
I really think he needs to be charged with the Hague with international crimes by the however you put it. He really does. I don't know why the charges haven't been brought against him. Why have they not? How can they not have been brought against him and Elon Musk?
I don't know.
Who do you write to say this should happen? I don't know, because I mean, what was that guy's name? Duarte, the president of the Philippines, Duarte, and he actually he had his men kill drug dealers without due process, and he was brought before the international courts and tried and convicted and all that business. And Donald Trump has done the same thing by killing these narco terrorists. Exactly the same thing. Why is he not being brought before the Hague, or whatever the fuck they call it? Somebody correct me. What's it called?
The ICC would.
They still do that.
Wouldn't they issue the warrants for his arrest? Because that's what the
out of the Hague, though.
Is that where it's from? The ICC?
I don't know, though. So that's what I'm trying to, because I feel like I'm saying something wrong. ICC Hague. It's actually The Hague. It's one of the few cities, I think, the International Criminal Court.
I feel like that's where okay. So it is from the Hague, the ICC.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess they would just have to somebody would probably have to be the one to bring it forward, maybe.
I don't know. I thought someone had. I thought one of the president of some country had literally brought that before them, I thought. Anyway, I need to catch up. Let me read the chat. Our chat's probably helping us out
Well,
here.
Secular Feeling has said the U.S. is not party to the ICC. I mean, we've basically trashed international law anyway. We're not behaving as though we abide by, respect, and adhere to international law.
Right.
The only thing that I've seen happen thus far, and I could be wrong, is that the UK said that they're going to stop sharing some like intel with us.
Right.
Like national security intel. Some. Like somebody do something. Can one of these governments please like do something and say, hey, yo, that's actually like not cool to just bomb people in boats.
Mm-hmm. Here's an article from the Wall Street Journal that says, oh shit. Okay, it says, and this was when this October 2025 of this year, so October this year, it says the next prosecution of Donald Trump. Plans are underway to try him in the International Criminal Court. This time he can strike first. Now, that being said, whenever I searched the ICC, The Hague, prosecute Trump, the very first article that came up is imposing sanctions on the ICC from the White House. February 5th of 2025, they started imposing sanctions on the ICC.
I think it's over Israel stuff.
Israel, it actually even says here in the thing, let me go back here. It says, the ICC's recent actions against Israel and the United States set a dangerous precedent, directly endangering current and former United States, blah, 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 because it's hidden behind that ellipsis.
Paywall.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I could just continue reading from over here. But yeah, essentially, Donald Trump is going after The Hague because they're the ones who are going to go after him. Just like he did whenever he got into office, he went after he started dismantling and putting his people in place in his last term in the Justice Department and all these other places. Our people did not remove those people. So when Donald Trump got into office, he had all these followers in office ready to move, and it took him a lot less time to just pretty much overtake our government.
Basically. Why does it look like I have a 5 o'clock shadow?
I don't know.
All of a sudden my color went really weird, and I feel like I have like a...
Yeah, I don't see it.
Maybe
I mean, no different than your normal 5 o'clock shadow.
I guess.
Oh, I don't what? Sorry. Ember says, okay, fact check results. It appears Trump had a low quality replica of the desk made for his resort because, of course, it's low quality, but that desk doesn't match the real thing. See, that's what I heard the first time. I heard that remember I said I heard it was misinformation and, that he didn't have the desk and that he did have the desk. Where is the desk?
I don't know.
Did they move it out and put it in storage? I
have no idea.
It's really, the problem is that we're even asking the question, right? That the question that it's even been raised and is absolutely plausible that he has stolen it.
Oh, for sure. For sure. He sees everything in this country as his.
Yeah.
He doesn't differentiate. He does what he wants, and the whole country is his company now.
Right.
So just like he would treat any of his workers or anything like that, he's treating this country. Sorry.
No, you're right. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah, you're right. He's it's his own private fiefdom, like Vladimir Putin.
Right.
I mean, it's just, this is Trump land now.
Trump land.
And I don't get it. And the lady's name is Levitt, Carolyn Levitt, I think. And,
Caroline Levitt.
She's 26 years old, 28 years old. So she's young.
Very.
And she has altered her appearance a great deal in order to match Trump's ideal female. If you can see her images from before.
Oh, for real?
Have you seen the before images?
No. Now I want to take a little look-see because I did not know that.
Before and after Trump presses her. Okay, here we go. Let me put this over here.
Caroline Levitt.
So.
Oh, wowsies.
Wow. Continue reading.
She looks a little more like innocent.
like a person, like a normal person.
Like a normal person.
Let me share this for those of you who can't see. Carolyn Levitt. There we go. There she. I mean, the difference is, yeah. She's got some crazy in those eyes right there, though, don't she? In that picture, goodness gracious. Well,
Yeah.
it looks like she's not focusing on the, but there's a lot of people who don't focus on the image and they don't look that cray cray. But she, like you said, she does have a gift for lying. And my understanding is there were times where she would not wear her cross, because oftentimes she comes out with her big cross on, but then she started taking or not showing up with it. And it was supposed that it was, whenever she knew she's going to be telling big whoppers, she wouldn't wear that. But I don't really think that's true. I got to stop believing everything I see on the internet.
Yeah, I don't even think that people like her see it as lying.
Yeah, I don't know what their how do they justify this to themselves? How do knowing what they know, Pam Bondi, Pam Bondi's been complicit for a decade. At least a decade, more than a decade. She was the one who was not prosecuting Epstein down in Florida, whenever she should have been prosecuting Epstein down in Florida.
Bondi, yeah, she's Bondi. I don't even understand how people haven't taken her out yet, how they've looked past that and not have, have you not called her to the carpet for allowing him to get away with it, and which then he went and procured more girls and did more trafficking. You should be held responsible for that.
Absolutely. It just, these are the kind of things that just.
But the problem is that, like, all these religions, all these religious people, it started with the Bible saying that it's okay to lie. Like, as long as you get to where you need to get and the outcome that you think you should have, it's okay to lie to do that. And I mean, as far as I've been told, practically all religious people, all religions practice that. It's not like outright said, but you are allowed to lie in Judaism, in Islam, in Christianity. So it would mean to me that you would be allowed to lie for these same purposes because you feel like this is a godly person. So therefore, the rules don't apply to you. And
that's right.
She's the epitome of somebody who licks the boot of the, I don't want to say master, but for what? Yeah. What is she getting from it? I guess just a little bit of power for this.
She's the top bootlicker.
If you're going to be a bootlicker, you should be the best bootlicker. I mean, come on.
She doesn't just lick the boots. She leads by example. She instructs others as to how to lick the boot.
Yes. She's the instructor. Bootlicking 101.
Right. Coming to a White House near you. Now, Real Talk asked the question, and I think this is a good question. It's should USA stop sending billions of dollars to Israel? Absolutely, yes. Why the hell are we still doing it? Well, why are we still doing it is right now because Donald Trump has found himself a fellow authoritarian dictator and Benjamin Netanyahu, and they're kind of bolstering each other. Right. And given the opportunity, Donald Trump will do exactly what Netanyahu has done. Given the opportunity, he'll attack his own people in within his own borders, well, they're not really his own people, right? They're Mexicans, or they're Hispanic, or they're drug, or they're atheists, or they're whatever, but we'll see.
Yeah, he thinks we're all stupid. Yes. He thinks did you hear what he said to, oh goodness, I'm sorry, it's another blonde. No offense to blondes, but that blonde, like, she also does things with Turning Point, and she just had an interview with Tucker Carlson.
Oh, Kirk's wife?
No.
Oh,
anyway.
Yeah, Lauren Ingram.
Thank you. That's the one. She did another like softball interview with him again. And she said, well, you can't just go like giving out these visas and like not using the people here. And he's like, well, they're not good here. They can't do that job. She was like, well, what did we do before? Obviously, this is just a summation of the conversation. She's like, well, what did we do back in the day when it was, when we were young? We trained our people. He's like, you can't do that. We can't, they don't, the people here aren't basically we're not smart enough to do some of these jobs. You can't just take somebody and put them in a bomb making factory. Okay, so now we're manufacturing bombs here. That's the kind of jobs that you want to bring here, is just to manufacture more. No thanks. If that's the kind of like manufacturing jobs you want to bring to this country, I just hope people say no thank you.
Yeah, I would not be surprised though. He really, Count 9 says he really does he hates America and Americans. He really does. He loathes Americans. And I loathe a third of them, to be honest, nowadays. But he's done everything he can. I mean, fucking Vladimir Putin must be doing the happy dance every day. Get up and skip his way into breakfast every day, thinking about the way Donald Trump is fucking this country over. Secular Fearless says, if it was up to me, the U.S. military would intervene as peacekeepers in Gaza, distributing aid and helping to rebuild infrastructure with mandate to protect civilians against attacks. That could be like the least of it. It wouldn't necessarily just be America. There are so many other countries that are ready. I'm ashamed of those other countries that haven't. Why haven't these other countries that are supposed to be the good guys? Why are they letting Israel get away with this?
I don't.
It started slow. I don't know. It started slow, as in they're defending themselves from these bad Gazans, but then I mean it ramped up very quickly to a genocide. You just can't say it's not intentional genocide.
And I don't know. Turkey just recently issued an arrest warrant for Netanyahu, but I mean, at this point, that's only going to help if he comes to Turkey. I'm assuming you're not going to go grab him, are you?
Right.
And Turkey has a nice army. Like, if they wanted to, they probably could take them out. But Turkey would be afraid of what we would do.
Yeah. Well, no doubt. Well, we actually, it wouldn't be beyond reason for Americans to dethrone Trump physically and charge him with treason. Well, I mean, I don't see why we shouldn't be legitimate. There's still time. Yeah, there's still time. We'll see. Let's do a commercial. Let's take a break real quick, guys. We're going to do a thing, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Do you have a loved one who's on their deathbed, but they've yet to give themselves up to the Lord?
Are you sure you don't want to come to Jesus?
No.
This is your final chance.
No. Worried they're headed to the fiery pits of hell.
Your very last chance.
No. I've been wicked and sinful. I deserve to burn in the hot place.
As you wish. Farewell, my heathen husband.
Farewell, my... Well, fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of post-mortem baptismal kits. No more worries about being miserable alone forever. Be a good Christian and share that eternal pain and suffering with the ones you love.
I'm in hell. Not as hot as I thought it'd be. Kind of feels like Houston, minus the humidity. Hello. My favorite drink crafted to perfection. Ooh, and some dank ass weed.
I can't bear to be down on my face chanting, holy, holy, holy is the Lord, every day, all day, for all eternity, by myself.
Wow, is that George Carlin? And Alan Turing, look at that. Carl say, oh, I am so honored. You've been my hero since I was a kid. Neil deGrasse Tyson, what are you doing here? Oh, I get it. I get it. Schrodinger's heathen. Very cute, you. Very cute. That's fantastic. Oh, what is that? What is... It's holy water. Oh, it burns. No, this isn't where I want to be. Pabst Blue Ribbon and a Marlboro? No!
Father Flanagan's post-mortem baptismal kit. Dead kid tested, Mother Teresa approved.
Is that the Pope and John Paul? Jim Jones and Jimmy Swaggart, huh? I can see that coming. Neil deGrasse, what are you doing? Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord.
Thanks, Father Flanagan.
Damn them to an eternity in heaven for only $59.99. They wouldn't appreciate it, but you'll feel better, and that's the point, isn't it? Get yours now. Your heathen loved one's time is running out.
Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. This is some bullshit. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord. And we are back. Yes. All right. So, hi, Vitsmaster. How are you doing today? Nice, cool name. Hope I said that right. Heaven is full of Christian freaks. That's right. That's right. Heaven would be hell to a reasonable individual, if you ask me. If there were such a thing as a heaven, it would be a fucking night. Well, you saw my video.
It sound pleasant. Yeah, it does not sound pleasant to basically be in an authoritarian rule 24/7. And do you even know if you get a break from it? Like, at least during this life, we can go to sleep. Like, we've got like 6 to 8 hours where we can, like, this world doesn't exist. We can pretend.
You can do some drugs and get out of it.
Right. You can have some reprieve. Yeah. But in heaven, what need would you have for sleep? It's just 24 hours every day. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anonymous Pie says eternity sounds good. I failed high school math. Equals I failed high school math. No doubt. Doing anything for an eternity, sounds horrific. But then again, the people who came up with these rules, they didn't know what an eternity was. Their idea of eternity was 1,000 years or some shit. I'm just saying.
The Earth was still flat back then, was a dome. And had no idea that there was like other galaxies.
It was floating on the back of a turtle, and they probably had no idea of what a billion years meant.
They use the word myriad.
That's a lot. That's a myriad.
Millions of years.
Right, exactly. So there is that. There's no sex in heaven, just worship. Yeah, doesn't that sound horrific? There's no sex. There's just worshiping the Lord. That's all you do. Your whole goal, because the Lord is so weak and pathetic that it needs you to worship it constantly.
And why is it as an omnipotent, omnipotent, omnipresent, all the omnis, right?
All the omni.
All the omnis. Why do you need me?
Right. Why do you need my money?
Why do you need my little chintzy change? Why do you need me to praise you? What's so special about me? You created me.
Right.
What the heck? That's just the weirdest thing ever.
And isn't it interesting that, like, Jesus doesn't really, Jesus loves you, right? But really the goal of Christianity is not Jesus loving you, it's to get you to love God and raise your voice up to God. That's what Jesus is like selling. And again, I'm like, really? How, did God not get hugged enough as a child? Or was God hugged too much as a child? Maybe.
I don't know. He didn't, he didn't have a mommy and he didn't have a wife. So he didn't get to suck the teat. So he's missing that. So he's got mommy issues, right?
Clearly.
And then he's never had a wife to, show him love, to show him how to have patience with a child and, things of that nature, how to nurture.
Right.
So he's just a broski out there on his own. He's an incel. And could you imagine an incel creating life?
That's what you'd get, huh? You'd get a man, and then the incel would be like, man, we need to create you a perfect partner. And they'd go through like every fucking animal before they finally said, you know what, let's create a woman. Doesn't that sound like a total incel play right there? Huh?
And that's what
she's just going to turn us down anyway. Let's look at goats first.
Right. Because they can't talk to us, so they can't say no. They can't really disobey. So that might be the perfect companion. Why did God create Adam first and then bring all those animals to him and was like, check this out.
Yeah.
What works
That's
for
right.
you?
How many
you like
animals?
hair? No hair? Well, what's up? Beef? No
How
beef?
many animals did he have to raw dog before he decided,
He went through a lot of lube.
right? I know. He's like, I don't know about that cow, but that sheep, she was pretty nice. That just seems how it went. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Man. We're sick.
good-
Manatees are hot.
Manatees are hot. My understanding, Gile, and I'm sure everybody else here knows this, especially seafaring individuals, that manatees are the animal with the vagina closest to the human female vagina. And it's
For real?
suspected that they're one of the reasons they're the basis of the
Mermaid?
the mermaid.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard that. Is that
Brown
like
chicken,
real?
brown cow. I don't know. Yeah, sounds right.
I hope it's
I don't know. I was driving. If I ever get near like an estuary or wherever one of those things live, and one of them winks at me, I may be down to give
I'll
it a
let you
shot.
know.
Yeah. Like, hey, baby, how you doing?
I don't know what noises they make.
What? Yeah. What? They're kind of like sea cows. I don't
Walrusy
know.
kind of? Okay.
Yeah, walrusy kind of. That's what I would think. That's what they're going to make the sounds they're going to make in my head. It's going to like, come and get it, big boy.
Save the
Warren-
chubby mermaids.
Right. Warren Heaven is here this morning. Neuro Geezer is here. Little of all trades. Thank you very much for being here this morning, all of you. Deep State Annex. Well, it's about time. Finally. Thank you for joining us. Michael Wolf is here from the other side of the world. What's that?
We thought the deep state was peeping us.
We did. I did, in fact. But so far it's looking good because the deep state is just as perverted as we are.
Right? They ain't worried about us.
They're not worried about us. They're rooting for us. Like, get it, girl. Get it. They used to be. Now they're like all right-wing Gestapo.
Oh my God, no fun. They've lost the fun, man.
They've lost the fun. They're funless. Remember,
They're feckless.
feckless. Feckless is a good word. That's in the dictionary under feckless. It says, see Lindsey Graham.
Yeah.
Image of Lindsey Graham. Yeah.
I think they might have added Schumer to it too, though. I think they might have. put Schumer right next to it.
Yeah. Well, I thought his photograph is in the spineless section, under spineless.
You could be right. Yeah. They might have like a little footnote that says see spineless.
Yes. See, oh, that's true. Schumer, if you're watching, it sucks to be you, man. Schumer, Chuck Schumer, it just sucks. Now, again, what happens? Is there a long game that will work? Was there a long game? Hey, let's get this government open. We can save these people, these insurance people. We can save all these people because once we get the government open, we can expose the Epstein files, remove Donald Trump, take over the government, make everything right. If that happens, they're going to be heroes. If it doesn't happen, if what happens is Donald Trump, they just, because allegedly there was some kind of promise made from the conservatives, like you're going to take their fucking word for anything, about keeping that insurance for another year or something. Is that what it is? Something like that? Anyway, they didn't even get that, did they?
I thought the only thing that they were promised is that they were going to make a budget bill. The Democrats were going to be able to make a budget bill for 2026 that they would vote on, but there's no promise that they'll vote on. And I think that Mike Johnson has already even alluded to not going to hear it, not going to have nothing to do with it. So broken promises is, the only move, in my opinion, the only move that they could have is exactly what you said. The only saving grace is if they somehow move this thing through to get the files released and therefore find some kind of information that we can get him impeached and then, out of the government, and then we can maybe fix all that. Other than that, they took away all of our, they showed our hand.
They did. Well, at what point, it's not necessarily just about MAGA. Donald Trump is surprisingly having, I want to say to exert some effort in order to keep his MAGA together because of all the Trump, the Epstein stuff and all the war stuff that he said he wasn't going to do and all the tariff stuff and giving the money to Venezuela and all this other bullshit that Donald Trump is doing. He's having a hard time keeping his MAGA people together. How is he keeping all of these fucking conservative politicians in his pocket? All of these senators and congressmen, how is it that they are still lockstep behind Donald Trump?
Super PACs. PACs and super PAC. All these MFers are freaking paid off by those damn PACs. And that's why they're standing right behind him in line, because they feel like if he can get everything wrapped up as they want to, as Project 2025 wants them, then we won't need to have elections and they can just stay in power. I'm guessing that's what they think. But that sweeping election that we just had last week should have proved to them that they are walking a very, very thin, tightrope, or whatever.
They really are.
Yeah. So they should be very, very cautious. If there is an election, you're going to be effed in the B.
Right. Well, that's they're already aware of it. That's why they're doing all those redistrictings. That's why they started this so long ago. Donald Trump's he's a billionaire. He's an election denier. He bought out Dominion. Why the fuck would Dominion let anybody buy them out? But he did.
And how is that even legal?
How is it even legal? So now the Democrats are saying, we just have to pull those. We can't trust those voting machines because they're under the control of Donald Trump's sycophant people. How is that even legal? So really, we need to pull that back away from contractors and make that an in-house thing. The government needs to take care of all of that. No more voting machines from outside companies. Internal, our control, our shit. Answerable to us.
An agency that is monitored, right, that has checks and balances, like many of the other agencies that we had that were supposed to be acting in the best of this country's interests, which most of them don't even exist at this point, but they used to.
They really should. That's what they really should do. We should make that shit in-house. I hate to say it, in this modern world, we should be able to vote on our fucking phones. Log into the government website and vote on our phone. Banks, you can log in with banks. Banks are secure.
And crypto. I mean, like, you have your own, you have your wallet. It's unique to you. Nobody else can have it. Nobody else can.
There's a way.
Unless you tell them, like, there's so many different ways that this could be done in a modern fashion that would allow everybody to participate, which is what we should want as a country. It's really kind of shitty that how many people actually participate in voting? What is it? Is it like a quarter or something?
It's pretty low. I thought it was like a third of our people don't vote.
Okay.
Maybe even, so I could be wrong, but it's a big number. It's fucking huge.
Right. There's such a loss of voice there. And why? Because they feel disenchanted. I feel disenchanted. I bet we all feel jaded at this point. But we can't lose hope and we can't stop, because if we stop, then we're really effed in the B.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I like effed in the B.
There's a lot of effing and the being going on. Well, it's appropriate. It kind of applies. You're just leopards getting your face eat on their side.
Chomp, chomp,
and we're just getting our face eaten. We didn't even vote for the leopards that eat faces. Oh, Pickles is there.
She won't come up. Come here.
She won't come up.
Come here. She hates jumping up on things. She just, I think she feels like she's not supposed to. What she do? Come here. Come say hi. Okay, no, she's not. Sorry, guys.
She's not gonna do it. She's not
bothered. She's growing up now. She don't need me as much as she used to.
She does. I mean, it's sad, but that's just the way it goes.
Sad. I don't like it.
Greg S says, I typically just hit the vape pen, never really bothered with all the paraphernalia and ceremony of weed smoking anymore. Yeah, I kind of get that. I do my thing. I do it my way. I don't really like to go out of the thing. John Hudson, were you saying that in Texas there, or Arizona, or I thought John Hudson was saying they're trying to get rid of cannabis in all of its forms. Is that something?
What, where?
He's in Arizona, I think. So I'm not really sure. That's why I'm hoping he'll respond and let me know. Update me. Who's trying to ban cannabis? Good luck with that.
Right? Like
I got my own
oh,
seeds,
great.
bitch.
Yeah, don't force my hand.
Yeah, I know. Don't make me reach into the
think-
freezer.
I think there's too many people who are cool with it now. I think you'd be hard pressed to make that happen. I mean, I could
Even
be
little
wrong.
old grannies
Mhm.
who never would have. Now they've learned that it's not the demon they were taught it was.
It's so
Yeah.
innocent. Oh my God. Like, seriously? It might not be for everybody. I'm not telling everybody to do it if it ain't for you, but it truly is just so innocent.
Yeah. I mean, they vilify I don't know. Kelly Laughlin, good morning, Kelly. Thank you for joining us. Says I still clean my smoke by hand and roll fatties. I do too. I break it up and I don't roll fatties. I smoke it out of a pipe, a yucky, dirty.
I want to roll a fatty, but I don't know how to.
Yeah,
Don't you
just
kind of
buy a
need good
fatty.
weed? Like, don't you need it to be
Yeah.
like sticky enough so it doesn't like just keep going everywhere? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't normally do joints myself. We buy them.
Mm.
And, as far as rolling them, it's pretty rare whenever we do that. Every now and then, because the evil one, I do my deal. And every now and then I'll try to roll one up, but it's not. I'm not very good at it.
If I'm gonna do one, I probably would prefer in a backwoods. I like that.
Yeah.
Like the cigars. Yeah, backwoods cigars. Mhm.
Oh, a blunt kind of thing?
Yes.
That's what we used to call them.
I like
blunt.
them.
Yeah.
I like them.
There was a run on Swisher Sweets
Yep.
here where I guess it's like when I was probably in my 20s, they would roll their blunts out of
Mhm.
Swisher Sweets.
Yep.
Hell
I
yeah.
remember the smell.
And they taste good on your lips.
That's why I like backwoods, because they taste good. The original.
Adrian Belgrave, Gile, Vestafria. Good morning, Vestafria. Glenn is here. Glenn says still clean by hand and run it through one hitters and bongs. I've been considering getting a gravity bong because they look cool, look like fun. I think they'd probably kill my lungs. They'd beat my lungs like a baby harp seal. Annex is here. I'd rather work for mainly defense contractors as a machinist or commercial driving, which means, no marijuana. Yeah, I get it. Really, the government should allow marijuana, and that shouldn't be an issue anymore. I think a lot of states have even stopped testing for it. A lot of companies don't test for it anymore. Because thing.
That's okay. If you test for it, if I smoke, say I smoke because I need it to help me sleep, because some people are prescribed it just to sleep. By the time I wake up, I'm not going to be high, but you're going to tell me I can't do my job.
Right.
But people go into work all the time with like, oh my God, I drank so much last night, I still have a hangover. And it's like cool. It's like normal. I mean, it might not be cool per se, but it's just like, oh man, tough luck, drink some water.
Yeah. Very true. I'm one of those that I got to be honest. When I did the day job thing, I almost always was high. You see, that's the whole thing. I wasn't high. Like people who don't smoke weed.
Because you have a tolerance. You have a bit of
tolerance.
Yeah.
It's a lot like a cigarette. It's more of a. It's not. I don't get high like. I wish I got high like people get high.
Tattoo artist did my tattoo high as fuck. She was smoking as she was fucking do it. She's an excellent artist. I mean, and I didn't even smoke then, but I wasn't even bothered because I saw her work. I saw that's how she always does it. And she did it fine. I mean, people make mistakes when they're not high. So I don't know.
True.
I mean, I don't encourage people to drive or do anything like that just because you'd be stupid to do so, in my opinion, because you could get really effed in the bee. But normal everyday stuff, it's kind of silly to be so pretentious about it and have a stick up your butt.
John Hudson's going into the dentist right now. Good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor. John said it was the government, the federal government, not the states, who is trying to get rid of it. And it wouldn't surprise me at all for Trump to try. Would not surprise me at all.
He's going to lose. He's going to lose the young people so quick. He's already losing them, but that's really going to piss him off.
It really is. Not doing him any favors. But everything it's like every step if there is a direction to go, a turn to be made, an opportunity to take, he's going to go the wrong way or not take that opportunity or fuck something up. It's clearly on purpose. Clearly it's intentional.
And he gets away
His
with
goal
it.
is to hurt. What's with Snap? Why are they fighting so hard to stop people from getting Snap?
How are you going to be throwing a Great Gatsby party, remodeling the East Wing, doing all these crazy things, going to the golf course, right? You're out there just swinging the golf club around, riding around your damn cart. And meanwhile, people are waiting in line having to put things back because they can't afford, food for their kids.
Right. That's right.
That's
yeah.
pathological, man. Your medulla oblongata ain't working right.
It ain't right. Deep State says, why did young people support Trump anyway? Donald Trump is a psychopathic monster moron. True. Misinformation. Billions of dollars of misinformation over a decade, at least a decade and a half. Billions of dollars of misinformation, and not counting the Russian misinformation campaigns that came out of the bots, and they still have them. I mean, I think that's part of the. I want to think that's the reason why so many Americans have fallen for this, is because of the misinformation, the billions of dollars. They're not really that bad. They've just been misled. So all the people who weren't actually Nazis, but were still in Germany and didn't stop the Nazis, who would still sit down and eat with the Nazis, who would still serve them dinner every night with the Nazis. Right. So say we all. Fuckers.
Right.
I'm going to take a break. Let's do. I'm going to do the Pharaoh's Curse. We'll be back.
Mi burrito es tan bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. El ataco bueno, it stings like a bee. They told me she was his sister, now I'm plagued between the knees. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. Mi burrito está no bueno, a full bladder I fear. Abraham's lies and Sarai's touch have left me itching front to rear. Mi burrito está no bueno, it burns when I pee. Abraham had the crotch cooties and gave his sister wife to me. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, a case of penile plague. I've got the Pharaoh's curse, there's fire between my legs.
All right, we are back. John Hudson, I read your message kind of backwards. It was like, I'm such a fucking dumbass. I was like, John, you're not a fucking dumbass. And then I read the rest of the message. My appointment is until 1. I was like, oh, yeah, you're a fucking dumbass.
Oopsies.
Oopsies. So not only did you arrive way too early for your appointment, but then you got called a dumbass on a live stream.
Sorry, man.
But we only tease because we love.
Exactly.
Is that how that works?
That's real love.
That's real love. Yes. When we use you, that's real love.
That's the Bible. For the Bible tells me so.
That's right. When things get abusive, that's how you know. Love is involved. Mark Reed is here. Good morning, Mark Reed. How are you doing? Good evening. He's an Australian, I think.
Down
yeah,
under.
Mark's an Australian. Yeah, he's not a Kiwi. He's an Aussie. I think so. Mark Reed's book says he's special. I'm sure it does. Do you color it alone or do you get help to color it? Mark. I'm a bad person. I'm sorry, Mark. Of course you get help coloring it.
We love you, Mark.
We do. Anonymous Pie says it's morning down under 2:05 a.m. on the East Coast. Oh, really?
Wow. Damn.
Mark says, I get AI to color it. That's the way to go. And you misspelled color for some reason. I don't know why. The English, everybody but Americans spell it wrong for some reason. I don't know why.
We have it's American English.
That's right. Don't you speak American? Anyway.
I know, right? Oh my goodness gracious.
We have a new subscriber. Thank you for becoming a new subscriber. I missed the name and it doesn't show me on here, but thank you for becoming a subscriber. Welcome to the damnation. You guys, I've been using some more. I've been learning the AI, as you know.
Yes,
I've made a couple of things.
On a journey.
On a journey, yes. I've made a couple of things with the dogs that I like. I mean, it's cool. I got the dogs to do. It looks like my dogs in their costumes, just like in my regular commercials, and it looks like they're talking. It looks like they're paying attention, like they're supposed to be doing, and it's super easy. All I have to do is take pictures of them and say, "Do this," and it really does a really good job. But anybody who knows, I mean, it's clearly AI, even though they don't look AI. Because it's really good. It's AI. Dogs don't talk.
Right.
So, but I'm just really, I don't know why. I am very self-conscious about it. Not only about showing it to people, because I'm afraid my people go, oh, it's all stupid AI. But also for some reason, it's just like embarrassing. If it doesn't look right, it feels like it's embarrassing. It's like artists. And you spend all this time trying to make it go, and then it looks like shit, and you're like, So I'm really hesitant to do it. I'll get past that though. I'll get over it.
Yes, I'm sure you will, because I think sometimes we judge ourselves a little too harshly because we have an image in our head, but we're not millionaires, so we can't just always make that happen.
Right. And I didn't know at first, but I have learned that there is more to AI than putting Nancy Pelosi's body or face on Dolly Parton's body. I've learned that there's more to it than that now. I know. It's kind of, before it was really hard to stroke off to because you had to take little clippings. And,
you were taping. You were
that's right. But we don't have to anymore because now I can just do it on
Photoshop.
Right-handed Sith, the Daily Atheist spelled color correctly. It's the bulk of Americans who spell it wrong, just like they misspelled blue. Yeah.
Oh wait, how's blue spelled?
That individual, right-handed Sith, Mark, is spelling it like the French spell it. Bleu.
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 See, one of the mistakes I made in my English my French was not doing the French alphabet. I didn't go do it. I never did it. When I was learning my French, I didn't do the French alphabet, so I didn't really know so every time I'd see an E, I'd be like, je, G. I wanted to say G instead of je, because it's that's what they call it, we call it an E, they call it an So, yeah. And that's an interesting thing. One of the things I think about French is that French was essentially Spanish, and somebody didn't like rolling their R's or couldn't roll their R's. Somebody in power, like a king or somebody like that, couldn't do the R thing, so they started doing the thing. And it's really, that's the difference. There are other differences, but like sound wise
Very
in
yeah.
French, they don't roll their R's. They
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like back there. Uh-huh. It's pretty
Mhm.
cool
Yeah.
when you think of, I mean,
It can be, can sound good. Yeah.
with like just how things happen, right?
Mm.
Like people, so some popular guy, king, whatever, couldn't do it. So the rest of the people were like, well, I guess I probably should talk like that too, man. I don't want to embarrass the king by rolling my R's when homie can't do it. Like, what am I showing off? Boy, I'll just start talking like he does.
You know, I have to say, I just speculate about that myself. I just say, hey, I guess this is why that happened. Because it's Italy, they roll their R's. So it's, you know, so why don't they? But what I said about like a leader being that way would not be uncommon. There was a leader who had a club foot, so he wore square toe shoes, a king. So it became all in the popular court to wear square toe shoes. It's not, it happens.
I believe
Very, yeah. I just
strange
think it'd be
history.
interesting. There's probably, it's not that simple. I wish Dr. Kipper were here to go, that's not how they switched from the rolling R's to the, I'm like, yeah.
There's probably a linguist who would know that. Or I don't know, whatever
is.
philologist. I don't even know who does that.
I don't
Philology?
know. That sounds like a dirty word.
I'm just making up words here. Probably.
You're not saying dirty words on my show, are you? Mark Reed, yes.
Philology, the branch of knowledge that deals with the structure, historical development, and relationship of a language or languages. So that might actually be it. Don't ask me how I knew that.
That's a good one. I wonder if it could be just as simple as going, why do the French use the guttural R and not roll their R's? But I don't think I would learn anything like that. Anonymous Pie, that there was a president with a sanitary pad on his ear, fashionable. You know, let me finish reading it. Fashionable for his minions to wear one. See, that's a good point. Very good point. That Donald Trump, you know, yeah. So that's true. That's true. Mm-hmm. Oddly enough, most of his followers don't run around in business suits and ties. Well, I mean, I guess they do in a way, but you know what I mean? The maggots don't see that as a way to be. But they would put those things on their ear to cover a wound he didn't really have.
They want to be like him so much. They want to be liked by him so much. And he just shows his disdain publicly all the time.
All the time. Let's see here. Random flag. I could never do debates. I can't deal with stupid BS. I was invited to debate by Joe, the Kentucky Atheist, and I really appreciate the invitation. They're going to have 3 Christians against 3 atheists, Christian creationists, I believe.
Okay.
And to me, it seems like easy fodder. You know, I'm not really into that thing. You know, I don't want to spend the time. I'm getting to where I'm just kind of, I don't know. It's a waste of time.
I'm not sure how I feel about it myself, to be honest. I don't know.
I'm getting to where I don't even know about being on other people's streams.
Really?
You know, yeah. I mean, oftentimes it's a big hassle to get on there, and then nothing ever comes of it, really. You know, and then I'm there for however long going, man, I don't want to fucking be here. That's not true. I do enjoy some of them. It just depends. If I'm with somebody on somebody else's stream and they're fun and they're engaging and they talk, that's great. So many times they go, Chris is funny and he's going to just run the show.
Oh yeah, like it's like you're in charge again. It's like, no, I want you to run the show, and I'm the guest.
Yeah, and you know, when I'm the showrunner, that's fine. I love doing it. If you call and say, "Hey, Chris, come be a showrunner," but if you go, "Hey, Chris, come be on my show," and expect me to talk the whole time, I'm gonna need some help. It just gets weary, you know. But I've had people come in and say, "Hey, Chris, I found you because I saw you on a Godless Granny show or somebody else's channel." It does happen. Yeah, it does. Let's see. Greg S says, "I can't hear you with this tampon in my ear." No shit. The things these people would do, the levels that they would go to was just shameful. Which time? Each and every freaking time. I didn't actually do a poll today because I didn't want to do a poll, but so I'm kind of curious where you guys think things are going to go. They've got allegedly enough people to vote on the Epstein files. Are they going to be released, or is Donald Trump going to continue fighting it? Are they going to find a way to stop it? That's question kind of number one. If they're released, is it going to make any difference? Well, we already know he's in there. You can't not know he's in there. So those who support him at this point, it ain't going to change. I don't see it changing much. Kelly Lofton says, I hope you like hanging on a show with me. I do, because you don't make me do all the work.
We love
Kelly's
you,
like
Kelly.
a good sex partner. Gets on top every now and then.
Does some work, right? Put some umph into it. Put your back into it.
Put your back out. Getting into it is really the mighty Filbert. Thank you for joining us. Says, I'm debating Joe earlier Saturday, Star Wars versus Star Trek. I'm taking Star Wars. You're taking Star Wars. Wow, that's rough. That's right. On purpose.
I hope you lose. Just kidding.
Did you take that on purpose? Did you want to do that? I mean, or was that an accident? Where did you like
forced?
Did Joe go, you know what? You can either be Star Wars or Star Trek, and I've already picked Star Trek. Is that how it went?
Maybe he was coerced.
Maybe he was coerced, possibly. I'm Star Trek for me all the way, as you know. They both have great worlds. They're just different. You know, they're not. It's sad that we compare them.
Yeah, because they really aren't. Other than being space travel, pretty much is like the similarity.
Yeah. That's where it ends, really, because in reality, the ships and the people and all that from Star Trek would just beat the shit out of those fucking Star Wars people. They'd beat them. They'd beat them. They'd be like transporting torpedoes on those fucking big ball ships, and they go boom, boom, and they'd be like, fire everything we got at that Federation ship, you know. And then they'd fire everything, and like nothing happened because they've got shields. Fuck.
Dirt.
Yeah, kind of go down like that.
And then they just warp speed out of there.
Right. That's what they would do. But yeah, they would warp speed out. Star Wars was up front about being fantasy. Yeah, you know, that's kind of right. Again, they're different. They are different. They're both fun. The problem with Star Wars isn't the universe. The problem with Star Wars is the writing and the people who wrote these last few movies. That's the problem with Star Wars. I have enjoyed the show, The Mandalorian. I enjoyed it. What part we watched? We haven't watched much more of it. But that was a Star Wars that I enjoyed. But the movies are so fucking stupid. I use the S word. Stupid. Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's just the movies, the whole Rey thing just fucking kills me. She's like, what is the Force? I've never heard of it. And suddenly she's a Force master, and she can beat people who've been doing the Force for all their lives, who are the top pinnacle of their craft. And yet she just walks in and kicks their ass. I just think that's fucking stupid. Which day? Every fucking day. I just couldn't get past that. And then to say that to bring her, they really kind of echoed A New Hope by having her come from a desert planet and do all the things, and she followed Luke's kind of path, but she's not related to the person. Anybody can be a Jedi. They even showed all these other people who weren't Jedis using the Force. They showed these kids who were like hoping to someday be, and then it turns out she's fucking Palpatine's granddaughter.
Oopies.
So what's that lady's name? Kathleen Kennedy? Lady, you trashed Star Wars. Stay the fuck away from Star Trek. I understand. I thought they kind of fired her off.
Was she a director or writer or?
The director, writer. She was a director of the producer, whatever you call it, director, producer. She was the one that made the shit happen. She was the executive producer in charge of the show that approved everything, that did everything. I don't know if she directed or not. So maybe like the J.J. Abrams of Star Trek. My understanding is J.J. Abrams just got his whole Kelvin timeline is being kicked to the curb, and I think that's good. I really enjoy the actors who played in Star Trek, the latest few movies, Chris Pine and all those. I'd love to see them come back in those roles, just not in the Kelvin universe.
I don't know much about it.
You know, well, the Kelvin universe is it started in the movie. Have you seen the movie 2009 movie with Chris Pine, right?
Which one?
Star Trek, the movie 2009.
Maybe
You should go watch that. Okay, you're somewhere in there. You should probably go watch that. Anyway, in Star Trek 2009, you know, Captain Kirk's dad, who actually lived and grew old with knowing Captain Kirk, some Romulan goes back in time and kills Captain Kirk's dad and changes the timeline. And so everything is different. The Enterprise is bigger. It looks the same, but it's like huge compared to the one in the original series. The Enterprise you see in these new movies, fucking huge. And they claim that's because of this Naratu Romulan ship that went back in time. And so it fucking changed everything. And it just wasn't good. They should have stuck to what we call the Prime universe, what you know of coming off of Enterprise or the Next Generation stuff, you know. Yeah. My favorite movie changes, but right this minute is The Giver. Oh, I see. Gotcha. It says Ember.
Don't know that one either.
I'm not sure of The Giver. I haven't heard of it. I think I've heard of it. Anyway, if we're talking about science fiction and not fantasy, I think The Expanse beats them all. The Expanse is, see, that's the cool thing, you know. Yeah, The Expanse is good. It's a good show.
I have that one written down to watch at some point.
Yeah. You know, 6 seasons, 10 episodes a season, so it's not that deep a watch. You know, they're good. It's just that The Expanse is as different from Star Wars and Star Trek as they are from each other. Probably not really. Yeah, I guess so. You know, you couldn't compare them. Star Wars and Star Trek are like galactic travel. They're these huge space operas and all this business. The Expanse, we're still stuck here in our own solar system where it's real hardcore science kind of stuff where the ships do this and you know, it's really cool. I think you'll enjoy it. So it wouldn't really, for me, be an either or situation. You know, I think they're both cool. I dig them. There's this one part, and if you I'm going to say it, you won't remember it, so it's not like I'm going to spoil anything for you. And if you've seen The Expanse, you're going to know what I'm talking about. There's this big, I'm going to say it again, I am spoiling it, but you won't be spoiled. There's this big circle in space that they don't really know is let's just say an alien created this big circle. We don't know how it got there. Well, we know how it got there, but anyway, just listen to me. There's a big circle. And there's this guy going out there, and he's like this is like 300 years from now. So they travel our solar system in these little ships, and they go around the stars, the planets, and they try to make these little races to see who can go the fastest through this course around Jupiter's moons or some shit like that. So one of these guys is taking his little ship, and he's going off towards this big circle. And it's just a big circle in space. You can see through it. It's just a big ring, like a ring, big ring in space. When he goes into it, though, it has a speed limit. And he's going stupid fast because he's been doing this thing. So when he goes into it, his ship stops almost completely. He does not.
Uh-oh. And
they do a fantastic job of showing. Yeah, again, I'm not spoiling anything. People are like, oh, don't spoil. But like I say, yeah, it's really good. Matter of fact, they're sitting there going, this detective is looking for the guy. And he goes to the guy's house. And there's a party going on, and he's looking for a suspect. I'm sorry. He's looking for a suspect. And there's this suspect. Oh, this is actually a different one. It's the same kind of guy. He goes to the suspect's house, and they're having a party there. And they're like, hey, where's Bob? I thought he was dead. It's like, no, Bob's not dead. There he is on TV. And they're watching this Bob guy do this thing around the moons of Saturn. He's going around Jupiter. And he's like, and they're watching him, you know, he's going through, we're going through, it's getting really low. And then the system goes out and it goes, now he's dead. That was a pretty good show. Yeah, that was good. I'm gonna run a commercial, guys. We'll be back in just a minute. Let's see, what should we do? We did the Pharaoh's Curse. What should we do? A Wild Bill or the Holy Halos? What should we do today, people? Holy Halos or Wild Bill? But it's a good show. The Expanse is good. If you get the chance, give her a watch. It's one of those shows, though, that evolves over time. The first season is not like the second season. The second season is not like the first season. The third season is not like, they're similar. They are similar, but once you get to like season 4 or 5, it changes to a degree that I lose interest in the show. Somebody says, Bill, I'm going to do some Bill. We're going to do some Wild Bill. We'll be back in a minute.
Hello, and welcome to Shakespeare with a Redneck. Finally, I'm Wild Bill Wigglestick, and this is my trusty sidekick, Willie the Kid. And we'll be your handsome hosts, your gilded guide, your cowboys, concierges to Shakespeare. Oh, how cute. Wait, is that at 2, Ollie? Run along, little doggy. Bill, where the hell have you been? Well, you know, I've been roaming the earth, going back and forth upon it, to and fro and whatnot. Ah, I like to travel too. Wait a second. Yep, back and forth upon earth, doing unto others before they do unto me. Bill, are you quoting the Bible? Trying to quote the Bible? Indeed I am. Despite my appearance, I am a man of culture and know many things, not just Shakespeare. Really? So you have a Shakespeare monologue related to atheism or skepticism? Indeed I do. Bear witness. Oh, this is going to be good. This is the excellent foppery of the world, that when we are sick in fortune, often the product of our own behavior, we make guilty of our disasters the sun, the moon, and stars, as if we were villains on necessity, fools by heavenly compulsion, knaves, thieves, and treacherous by spherical predominance, drunkards, liars, and adulterers by an enforced obedience of planetary influence. And all that we are evil in by a divine thrusting on. An admirable evasion of whoremaster man to lay his goatish disposition to the charge of a star. My father compounded with my mother under the dragon's tail, and my nativity was under Ursa Major, so that it follows I am rough and lecherous. I should have been that I am had the maidenliest star in the firmament twinkled on my bastardizing. Wow, that really is spot on about what we cover here on the channel, about how, you know, people... So here's a quick rundown of the situation. Bill, this non-believer, ignores the teachings of his learned father and ends up getting 4 people killed. Bill, that's not... Okay. Carry on. Shakespeare was a heathenistic non-believer bound for the fiery pits of hell, just like yourselves. I don't think. And in order to throw the murderous church of the time off his heathen trail, he writes the skeptic as a sneaking, lying, adulterated father and brother, hating and betraying villain who ends up getting his comeuppance in the end. Bill, oh, come on, man. You're always blah, blah, Bible stuff, blah, blah, boring. You got to spice things up. Bill, tacos are spicy. Everybody loves tacos. Bill, tacos and boobies. Okay, you're not wrong there either. Tasty and delicious culture, baby, coming at you. Avoid the storm of familial discontent. Blow winds and clap your cheeks by clicking that subscribe button and hitting that. Wait a second. Don't you mean crack your cheeks? Nope. Bill, send safely, my friends. Take care.
Peace.
All right, we are back. I am back. She is not back. Let me... There we go. So, guys, let me check and see what's going on. I can't imagine Walter Matthau as a pirate. He would make a great pirate, wouldn't he? There was a movie Walter Matthau was in with Dan Aykroyd called Couch Trip back in the 80s, I believe. If it was the 90s, it was the stupid early 90s. Anyway, Couch Trip, and he did a really good job. It was a fun movie. Fun stuff. Let's go. Maybe it's that one there. That's not it. Oh, hey, she looks like she's back.
Hey.
There we go. There she is.
I made it.
You made it. Surprise. Right.
Surprise. It's a Ryan. A wild Ryan.
A wild Ryan. Go. Yeah, Walter Matthau. Trina says, I think she's talking about him. Yeah, he passed away a while back. He was an good actor, good guy. Guys, is there a Discord Jeep to groin? Yes, to groin. If you do apostrophe Discord, I'll do it. Discord. Damn it. Apostrophe Discord. It should pop up a thing at the place with the stuff for the people so you can do the thing.
And it is a safe space, so don't come in there with any shit because I will kick you out immediately.
Yes, she will kick your ass. And kick you out too, that too. Let's see here. Theoretically, imagine someone saying being black is a lifestyle they don't like. We'd be rightfully pissed as well. It's true. Well, that's like saying I love the Christian, but I hate the religion. I love the Christian, but I hate Christianity or whatever. I don't know. This whole notion that they like you, but don't like who you are or what you are. You know,
is that what we're talking about?
I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Sorry, guys. I was
just running about myself.
Away.
I
was running away.
Yeah, no doubt. I am going over here. Automatic block. Yes, indeed. Loved Raising Arizona. I haven't seen that in a long time. So did you work tomorrow on the show, on the movie? You're watching something, right? We talked about it yesterday.
Yeah. Is it Pandorum?
Pandorum. Yeah. Have you? Yeah. Ooh, that's good. I'll try to remember to watch that tonight with the evil one. Maybe we're watching a series, and it depends on when she gets home. Kelly Lofton says I was going to give him the link to Discord, but then I saw he had the same anti-make. Oh, I don't know have any idea who the guy is. I just saw somebody asked to be in the Discord, so our Discord people will bounce them. Yeah, so that's why you said what you said. I didn't know why you said what you. Whenever you were talking about if you come,
because I wasn't sure who you were. I wasn't sure who you were talking to. Sorry, so that's why I was like, just FYI. Yeah.
Let's go here.
Sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
no worries. Let me do
I
this.
have it here.
Hate the church, but love the church goer. There you go, Kelly. That's probably a good way of seeing it. Randall Flagg, I like to Con Air and Face Off. I was making fun yesterday because he is coming out with another movie, and it's called The Carpenter's Son. Now, this is Nicolas Cage developing a movie called The Carpenter's Son, and it's about Jesus, of course, right? But it's really Nicolas Cage plays Joseph and tells of Joseph's and his wife's struggles as they go through trying to raise Jesus. Nicolas Cage playing Joseph from the Bible. That's rich, is what that is. I mean, it's rich.
I wonder if they're gonna like focus at all on the fact that Jesus is a immigrant who had to flee to another country.
Why would they
under oppression? I wonder if they're gonna. I swear to goodness, if they do just another freaking style of this fake ass, weak ass, sanitized Christian POV of a white Jesus, I'm going to scream. Because there's no heart in there. There's no meat. It doesn't actually attack the point. Right? You know that like Jesus is basically against the state. He was an insurrectionalist. Because he wasn't for the rich elite controlling everything. He didn't like that people were far too religious. He felt that they were adhering to the law to the extent that it was harmful to people.
And he got killed for it.
And he got killed. That was it. He wasn't the guy that they paint him to be, because the guy they paint him to be is just this soft little my little sheep.
Not the guy. That's right.
He wasn't that
Not
guy.
the guy.
He wasn't that guy.
You are not the guy. Have you ever seen that from Breaking Bad? You've seen Breaking Bad, yeah?
Yes. It's just been a little bit.
Yeah. Do you remember Mike from Breaking Bad?
Which one is he?
Bald guy. He was like an enforcer, came in late in the show. Yeah, you might not remember. You'd probably know him if you saw him.
Does he kind of have like a bigger nose?
He kind of does.
Kinda
We're like
scruffy,
broad.
older.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's real scruffy. Yeah.
If it is him, I like him.
Let's see here, guy. I want to. Mike, you're not the guy. So there was an episode of Breaking Bad where Jesse was going around with Mike trying to help him out because Mike's guy was not there. And Mike's like, listen, dude, you're not the guy. You think you're the guy, but you're not the guy. Okay. So you need to stop trying to be. So somebody went and made a video about it. I'm going to play it for you. Let me see, make sure this is the right one here. Oh, this isn't the one. I want the one. There's one with music. That's not. Is that it? Bad, Christopher. I should have looked this up.
You're not the guy.
You're not the guy. Okay, here we go. I got it. Here we go. Say no more, my friends. And this isn't even the whole thing, but here we go. We'll go. Boom, boom. Here I come to save the day. Now I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. Chris, share screen now. Breaking Bad remix. All right, here we go.
You are not the guy. You're not capable of being the guy. I had a guy, but now I don't. You are not the guy. You are not the guy. You're not capable of being the guy. I had a guy, but now I don't. You are not.
You're not the guy.
That is good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really exactly remember that much, but
Oh yeah. Well, it's been a while for me too, but the song is catchy. And Mike's character is really good. That guy's been around for a very long time as an actor. When you get around to watching Deep Space Nine in season, I think it's 1 or 2. I think it's middle season 1. Kyle Paka, the religious leader, one of the religious leaders from the Bajor, she wants to go on a trip. She just wants to go on a trip. Take me out to the wormhole. So he takes her out to the wormhole. The wormhole opens. She's like, aren't you going to take me through? So he's like, all right, fine. So he takes her through. When they get it through, they hear a distress signal. She's like, well, you got to go answer it. He's like, not with you, the religious leader of an entire planet. She's like, yeah, you got to go. So he takes her and they crash on the planet and she dies.
ooh,
But on that planet, they have these nanites in their body that will revive you. So she gets revived. And there's these two people on the planet, they fight constantly. It's all they do. They fight and they kill each other. They fight, they kill each other, they come back. They fight, they kill each other, they come back. Okay. And so now she's there. And it's like her calling to be there and help these people.
I
But
remember
she can't
that
leave.
episode.
Yeah. Oh, so you've seen it. Yeah. She can't
Yeah.
leave. If she leaves, she dies. That actress passed away not long back.
Oh, rip.
Yeah. Rip. She was a sweetie. I dug her. She did a good job. The other actress who did a really good job was the lady who played Kai Wynn. I can't remember her name right off, but you'd know her, Kai Wynn. Guys, what was her name? She played in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest as Nurse Crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, Kai Wynn.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, that's telling her age right there, isn't it? Let's go Kai Wynn. Kai Wynn. Played by Adami, Kai Wynn Adami. Louise Fletcher. And she
Fletcher?
passed away. Yeah, Louise Fletcher. Do you know what a Fletcher is?
Mm-mm.
A Fletcher, I believe, is somebody who puts the feathers on arrows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I could be wrong. I was wrong once.
Huh. And that's so funny how like so many names just came from the task that we provided.
Yep. All those Smiths out there.
Yeah. Smith.
Yeah. Were they blacksmiths, goldsmiths, ironsmiths? But they ended up being a smith.
Yeah.
Yep. Let me go here under leave of Brutus and the rest.
Felcher. Louise Felcher.
Louise Felcher. I'm looking for it here. Get into heaven. Google search. Oh, there it is.
Tina
Sure.
Felcher.
There's her images on L screen.
Yes. I definitely remember her. Mm-hmm.
Yep. She plays a very good bad person because you don't like her. But again,
Yeah.
she's been around, yeah. Let me go here. Sapphic Hazard. Felcher. Do you know what felching is?
No.
No? Okay. Felching is where you take is it a gerbil? You take a gerbil and you put a pipe up your ass like this big.
Oh,
And then you put the gerbil in your ass and you scare it up the pipe until it's inside your.
is that a real thing?
I don't think it really is. I
I
think
hope
it's
the fuck. I just
like
please-
urban legend. My understanding, there was no gerbil necessary. My understanding was something that Richard Gere was accused of doing. Whatever. Anyway,
There was some news anchor that was also accused of that.
Gotcha.
I don't
Well, it
remember
depends
when
on
or who.
yeah, depends on yeah. Ew.
It was probably something that like they were saying about gay people or something. I don't freaking know.
Right. Was it that?
Or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Lemmy Wicks. Let's see. Thank you. Better off Ted. Felching. Sapphic Hazard says felching is sipping fluid from your lover's ass crack with a straw, as I recall. I've never heard that. I didn't know that needed a name. I thought that was just called Sunday afternoon. Well, whatever.
Oh my
Sure.
God. What? I feel like maybe I've heard that before.
I don't know. I don't think I heard that one. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. I ain't telling.
Ooh, gross. Yuck.
Very true. Checking all of our stuff. I am fixing to read our super chats and wrap up the show just a tiny bit early. No worries. We'll be here tomorrow and we're going to be talking about Pandorum. If you have not watched Pandorum, it's really, I hate to say it, I hope you enjoy it. It's one of my favorite little what do you call it? Indulgences.
Mhm.
A wonderful sci-fi movie. It's a little scary. It's got a little scary kind of part to it.
Ew.
The twist at the end. The twists at the end are very good.
It's a good
That makes
twist.
the movie. It makes the movie. Yeah. You don't want to look up the twist because then it'll spoil the twist. You don't want to do that. That would suck, right? Let me go here. Thank you for Left-Handed Jedi. This is our support. Thank you today for the 5 memberships that you gifted. We very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're wonderful. Guys, I'm gonna go. We will see you tomorrow. Ryan, watch Pandora. Let's have fun.
All right. See you then. Bye,
All right.
guys.
Spin safely, my friends. Take care.
Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Confession booth, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goat's the scent that leads the way. Clean your slate with a sniff so pure. Father Flanagan's got the cure. Turn your home into a saintly space. With every whiff